Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you would be so kind to return to the party.
With all this excitement out here,
I believe that is an end to the excitement, as you put it, monsieur.
Oh, thank God. One last match.
Bonjour, Monsieur Hagen.
I wondered when you would be arriving. At least now.
Pardon?
I have just been assaulted! I want...
I'm afraid it is not as simple as that. I'm merely
This is ridiculous. You know very well...
perhaps you could elaborate.
I should have known you wouldn't make things easy.
I have met Monsieur Demire. He does not...
I hope you're not implying that
I am only stating what I have seen.
I was having a private conversation with Angeline when he interrupted and struck me. That is all there is to know. I would not act any other way. Well, unless I am provoked.
You have grown rather close with the Vandenbosch family.
What has my relationship with the family got to do with anything?
Detective. And I was invited by Mademoiselle Angeline.
Seems to be mistake after mistake with that. Of course I do. What a stupid question. He is... If I had my way, he wouldn't have even stepped foot. Are you dumb as well? Why would I be happy about being punched in such an underhanded way?
My apologies, monsieur. Perhaps I had not worded my question appropriately. Do you...
To act as he did? He assaulted me! Useless, once again. I don't know why I should be surprised.
I have met Monsieur Demire.
I hope you're not
I am only stating...
I was having a private conversation. I would not act any other way.
You have grown rather...
What is my relationship?
Detective.
Seems... Of course I do. If I had... Officer Poirot, are you going to do something about him on...
It is Detective Poirot. And if you refuse to answer my...
I just don't know what she sees in him. Angeline could do so much. I don't think she realizes what she is getting herself into. I can't imagine...
I see. Merci, monsieur, for your honest... I shall leave you to your cigar and return. Monsieur Sterling, I trust the preparations are progressing since our
Please, Detective. Archibald is fine.
You are head butler of this house. It is a position that warrants respect, and I shall continue to give it, Monsieur Sterling. And I must admit, it is the smell from the kitchen that has my...
Rehana is quite the cook, but it will still be some time. Maybe you'd like to enjoy a drink. And the remaining guests are in the library.
I will be
Dinner will be served in the dining room, but the rest of the evening is...
You have all certainly been working hard, it seems.
It is my responsibility to look after the house.
I cannot imagine he will be in any mood to...
He often...
Merci. You have been most... Monsieur Demir.
What did I tell you? Call me Zach.
I did, and the charm.
That's okay. At least you actually care. Not like most of the others here. I'm the groom.
Ah, oui. I see the resemblance now. How wonderful.
I'll stop you there. The only wonderful.
You are not pleased for your brother.
Recently, not a great deal. Well, except for enjoying myself.
A noble occupation. Did you not want to make it?
It wasn't my... I'm sure he's fine. You don't need to worry about him. Always the knight.
Saving the day from who?
Well, if Gedeon is the knight... Felix the Major. Just because he was a major. We all know how he got there.
Perhaps it is best. Madame Vandenbosch, congratulations are in order.
Thank you.
Detective.
I'm sorry, the name...
Once Officer Poirot. I invest.
Oh, it's you. There is no missing jewelry here.
I am here on a rather more pressing.
I know why you are here, officer.
Detective. And I promise not.
Angeline is her own woman now. She can fight her own battles. She does
And what battles would.
nothing that concerns you. Keep your volume down. She had no right to do such a thing. As soon as
Perhaps you should be more focused on catching the blackmailer that is holding your family's name to ransom than what the chattering women of the town will say.
I care more about what those chattering women, as you so rudely...
Your daughter does not agree. In fact, it has been suggested that one of two.
I suppose it is only polite.
Madame is as quick-witted as I remember.
What a shame. There is nothing as memorable about you, but... What do you mean? Protecting?
It was Monsieur Demir that accepted the cost. He paid it because your daughter believes.
For heaven's sake! Why do you think it was addressed to her and not I in the first place? Because they...
Madame, if there is something you are keeping, it would be wise to tell me.
And it would...
Merci. And. Allow me to introduce myself.
Détective Hercule Poirot?
Oui, madame. I see my.
Comtesse Margot de Vos.
It is I who is charmed.
Handsome, well-mannered, and a man of the law.
Comtesse.
I fill my time mostly with charity work. The number of those less
How very admirable.
one must remain humble. I have been a close friend to the Vandenbosch family for...
You must have known the late Viscount then.
Indeed, we had been friends since our school days. His passing was very hard on both You will find Felix at the center of any trouble.
I understand he has made himself quite a.
What an understatement. He thinks his friendship with Cassandra.
He does not approve of Monsieur Demir?
You'd have to ask him. Or rather, speak with Gideon's brother. A strapping young man. Angeline has found...
Speaking with them both, it is plain to see, even to one that is unexperienced.
When they are...
It has been a pleasure conversing. I look Huh. Huh.
Fire away, detective. The major pain in the ass. Why should I?
I have my own history with the Major.
I think it's a story best told now.
You fought together in the war.
We were on opposing.
The subject of war is a difficult.
If you had seen what I have, what he has done.
I am. Perhaps it is best.
I told you, you're barking up the wrong tree. I'm not a reporter.
But you're going to want to hear this.
And why would I want to spend my evening doing...
The world needs to know. You want to sell papers?
I came here to enjoy...
I was there. I saw the whole thing, including who was ruining...
All right, I'll bite. Let's...
Bonjour. Are you a guest of
Do I know you?
Where are my manners?
Allow me.
Oui, monsieur. Detective. A pleasure, monsieur.
I'm a man of
I see. Is there a...
overseas investments, international relation.
Très bien. Monsieur has met...
We work together as part.
You must know the Van den Bosch family well, then.
I helped Cassandra, rather, Madame. I did, but
You are not aware of the
I heard something about a cigar. Only
A cigar?
yes. Distinguished gentleman. It was too.
Surely we have passed the days where shows of unnecessary brute strength
When it comes to the protection of a woman, we are far from it.
Mademoiselle Angeline, the Major has no place to feel threatened.
And
Merci for your time. Oh. Huh. Oh. Aha. Ah. Oh. Allow me to introduce myself.
Hugo Beckers.
I hope I am not disturbing you.
I've never been. There is no better way to understand one's purpose in life. I stand up for the workers.
You work with a union.
Union leader, well, that is my formal title.
Very spirited. You have...
In my line, I have been working with Gideon for quite some time.
I was not aware he was part...
Well, I don't know what you think you heard, but he was a
I can assure you, Monsieur Beckers...
Then maybe we should just...
Merci. A pleasure to make your...
Likewise.
My name is Hercule Poirot. I am a friend...
I see. Jacqueline...
I am rather embarrassed.
No need for the madame. I'm not married.
Oui.
Here's the thing. I'm one of those people you want to know.
Perhaps it would be wise for me to remain on your...
It's the best place to be. You wouldn't believe what a couple of positive...
And that is what you have done for...
A little help. I heard, and it doesn't surprise me. There will always be someone
That is a rather pessimistic...
But it's the truth. And in...
You make me question those I can...
And maybe you should. If you... That's what we call
Pardon. I didn't mean to pry.
And with respect,
I must take my leave. Huh. Huh. Oh. Huh. The pieces of the puzzle are fun. I must act on thought and... I must take a different approach if I am to Come, my little grey cells. Some would say a lucky guess. Things are beginning to become clearer. I cannot see the logic in this. Perhaps as... Order and method. That is the... Another success. I... Some would say a lucky guess. I... This will not get me any closer to my goal. I cannot see the logic in this. This will not get me any closer to... What a revelation!
Back so soon?
I must take my leave.
Monsieur Poirot, is there some...
Merci.
Is there something...
Merci for your time.
Fire away, detective. I have a drink.
I just would not like to see things...
Don't you worry about... Gedeon said they were the majors, but I didn't.
Ah, it was you...
Okay, detective, you twisted my arm. It was me. But I didn't even...
Perhaps it is better...
Let's make this quick. You can make whatever.
Based on several accounts, it seems as though the Major has a certain level of...
Felix is merely protecting both my daughter and the Van den Bosch name.
Protecting them from what?
That is a... Gideon is a fine, educated...
All important when considering an...
A good home and education speaks volumes about a man. Even in the short time they have been engaged, his...
I can assure you, madame, my education is... Merci. Come, my little grey cells. thought and fact. Order and method. That is... I must take a different approach if I am to... The pieces of the puzzle.
I am all yours. He would say that. I mean, financially, yes.
I cannot imagine Madame Vandenbosch would be one to request financial...
After Edwin, the Viscount, died, the family...
I see.
Let's just keep that between us. You are quite inquisitive.
I believe it is called...
There is small talk.
I assure you that is not my intent.
Monsieur, please. I know a nosy gossip hound when I see one.
You are not a fan of his.
I'd hit him with my fan, monsieur. Any man that can
And what position is that?
lording over Cassandra like she's the help. He shouts at her.
It has been a pleasure conversing. Another success.
Vandenbosch residence, how may I help you? Yes. Sir? Yes, a call for you. Very good, sir. What can I do for you? Yes, he has been here for some time now.
Would you say he has become part... Merci. You have been most...
Is there something else? It seems someone has been asking...
Only put...
Well, you would be right.
Grief, monsieur.
Let's just say we didn't always see eye to eye.
Merci for your time. I should not be surprised by my own... Things are beginning to become clearer. something I am not seeing. The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together. Aha. Ah.
What can I do for you?
Merci. You have...
I am all yours, detective. Work with? I bet.
My admiration continues to grow.
While my husband, the Honorable Count de Vos, is always busy with his duties, I found myself at rather a loose end. And one day, while shopping in the city, I noticed the abundance of young women living and begging on the streets. Dirt.
It is horrifying to think of how so many must live their lives while others live a life of such selfish opulence.
I hope that was not a backhanded comment on the life I live, detective.
Far from it, Countess. You are using your wealth to better...
It is.
It has been a pleasure conversing.
Let's make this quick. Locked? That is absurd. They should be constantly coming back and forth from there if they...
I only mention it as I was hoping to speak to some staff members. But if they are busy...
Be a good fellow and make sure they aren't slacking off in there.
Merci. Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Oh, monsieur, you startled me.
It was not my intention, mademoiselle.
You are the detective.
I am Detective Hercule Poirot. I only intend to take up a moment of your time.
Madame van der Bush will be very hungry if she knows I'm standing talking.
Allow me to worry about madame.
Inga Frank, detective.
From the Norse god of peace and fertility. A most beautiful name.
Merci. Oui, detective. Madame was very clear on what was to be prepared for today.
Well, everything looks exquisite, but if I may be blunt...
Monsieur Archie knows how busy we are, especially in the kitchen. I hate when I have to run service.
Merci, mademoiselle. I shall leave you to... Ah. Oh. Huh. Aha. Order and method. That... I must act on thought and fact. I must take a different approach if I am... Another success. Is there something I... Magnifique. Come, my little grey cells. What a revelation.
Oui, détective. I am... That is not for me to talk about, detective. If Monsieur Archie found out I had said anything out of turn...
I am not asking you to betray your fellow staff or the fam.
It's only whispers. But the last servant was apparently dead.
Merci, mademoiselle.
What can I do for you? What have they done? If I...
No, monsieur. There is not a complaint to be made. It is more the recent layoffs.
We've had to let some of them go. Let's just...
Merci. You have been most... Things are beginning to become... I cannot see the logic in this. Some would say a lucky guess.
Let's make this quick, detective. The public rooms are not adequate space for you to celebrate.
Madame, I asked only the limits, as I understand a member of the staff was let go for a similar reason.
It would benefit you not to listen to whispers and rumors, officer.
It is detective, madame. And it is just that the termination papers detail them.
Why would I? He is to be Angeline's new husband and my new son-in-law.
And to you that means paying ransom money?
It means doing what he must to protect his wife. I see you have still not learned any sense of tact or subtle...
I see no reason to beat around the bush, madame.
Until you are pricked.
And until that day, I shall continue with the method that best sells me. Now, Monsieur...
Yes, he has provided some financial...
Merci. And in...
I am all yours.
It has been a pleasure,
can I do for you? Ah, perfect timing.
Très bien.
Yes, Maman. Perhaps Turkey. I would love to see my beloved's homeland.
I'm sure we will decide on somewhere. Perhaps where we are both yet to have visited.
It was my crowning achievement.
I am not so sure you workers would agree.
Are you sure? I've definitely seen your face somewhere before.
I do not believe there is another that resembles these features, or brains, at least.
I've always liked the idea of sailing the West Indies.
In that heat? With your complexion?
Okay, but you lived in the capital at one time.
Oui, mademoiselle. I spent much of my working life there.
Maybe sleeping off half a bottle of whiskey.
Let us not be so blasé with our opinions, brother.
If you ask me.
I don't believe anyone did.
You're that officer! The shootout on the rooftop! Your face was all over our front page!
It seems it is not only I that possesses great skills of deduction. You...
Please, come quick! The Major has been murdered in his study!
Messieurs et Mesdames, I am Detective Hercule Poirot of the Belgian Police Force. I ask that you all remain calm and in your seats. I shall begin my investigation immediately. Monsieur Sterling, please, lead the way.